Hey everyone, welcome to the class. This is Rajesh. This is our first lecture of chemistry. Topic is matter in our surroundings. Now let us first see the syllabus. We have definition of matter, solid, liquid and gases. Their characteristics like shape, volume, density, changes of state, that is melting, freezing, evaporation, condensation and sublimation. So let us start with definition of matter. Now, anything that occupies space and has mass is called matter. Air and water, hydrogen and oxygen, sugar and sand, silver and steel, milk and oil, kerosene and petrol, carbon dioxide and steam, rock and minerals, they are all different kinds of matter because all of them occupy space and mass. The only condition for something to be matter are that it should occupy space and have mass. Now the things like friendship, love, affection, taste, smell, etc. do not occupy space and do not have mass. So from the point of view of chemistry, things like friendship, love, affection, thought, ideas, taste, smell, etc. are not considered as matter. Now, let us see the classification of matter. For their better understanding, we classify matters. Now, matter can be classified based on their physical properties as solid, liquid and gases. And on the basis of their chemical properties, matter can be classified as element, compound and mixture. Now, in this chapter, we will see the physical classification, that is, we will study the matter as solid, liquid and gases. Now, matter, let us see matter by which substance it is made up of. Matter is made up of particles. Now these particles, we know that they are atoms and molecules. Everything around us is made up of tiny pieces, are the particles. Our body is made up of particles. Our chair is made up of particles. Our table is made up of particles. And the book is also made up of particle. The number of particle in everything is very large. For example, a small raindrop contains about 10 power 21 particles of water in it. The particles which make up the matter are so small that we cannot see them even with the high power microscope. Even without seeing them, we have certain evidences which tell us that all the things is made up of tiny particles. The particles which make up the matter are atoms and molecules. Now we will see the evidences which indicate that matter is made up of small particles. Most of the evidences for the existence of particle in matter and their motion come from the experiment on diffusion. Diffusion means mixing of different substances on their own and the Brownian motion. The evidences for particle in matter. First we will discuss the dissolution of solid in liquid. Potassium permanganate is a purple colored solid and water is a colorless liquid. So, we will first study the dissolution of potassium permanganate in water. When the crystal of potassium permanganate is placed in a beaker of water, the water slowly turns up purple on its own, even without stirring. The spreading of purple color of potassium permanganate in the whole water of beaker can be explained as follows. Both the potassium permanganate crystal and the water are made up of tiny particles. The particles of potassium permanganate are purple color when the particles of water are colorless. When the potassium permanganate crystal is put in water, its particles separate from one another. These purple colored particles of potassium permanganate spread throughout water, making the whole water look purple. Actually, on dissolving, the particles of potassium permanganate get into the spaces between the particles of water. In this experiment, the particles of potassium permanganate and those of water mix of their own without any external stirring. Since the particles of potassium permanganate and particles of water spread into each other and mix up of their own, it concludes that they are moving or they are in motion. If the particles were not moving, the color could not spread throughout the beaker on its own. This movement of different particles among each other so that they become mixed uniform is called diffusion. Now you can also see in the experiment that the rate of diffusion, it depends on temperature. If we raise the temperature, then the rate of diffusion also increases. Now let us see the second evidence, that is mixing of two gases. Air is a colorless gas. When a gas jar is empty, it is actually filled with air. This is because since air is colorless, we cannot see it in the gas jar. Bromine is a red-brown liquid. It forms vapor easily. Bromine vapor is red-brown in color and it is heavier than air. Let us perform the experiment now. A gas jar containing air is placed upside down on the gas jar of bromine vapor. We will see that the red-brown vapor of the bromine from the lower gas jar is spread up into the air in the upper gas jar. And after some time, the gas jar containing air also become completely red-brown in color. The spreading up of bromine vapor into the air can be explained as follows. Both air and bromine vapor are made up of tiny moving particles. The moving particles of bromine vapor and air collide with each other and bounce about in all directions, due to which they get mixed uniformly. This is another example of diffusion. Please note that though the bromine vapor is heavier than air, even then it goes up and mixes with air in the upper jar because its particles are moving with a high speed, due to which they have sufficient kinetic energy to overcome the force of gravity and go up into the gas jar containing air. Another point to be noted is that air present in the upper gas jar also diffuses downward into the bromine vapor in the lower gas jar, but since air is colorless, we cannot notice its presence in the lower gas jar. The process of diffusion gives us two conclusions about the nature of matter. First, the matter is made up of tiny particles, and second, the particles of the matter are constantly moving. Now, let us understand about the third evidence, which is movement of pollen grain in water or the Brownian motion. Let us first understand what is pollen and pollen grains. Pollen is a powdery substance discharged from the male part of flower called the stamen. Pollen is actually present in the top part of stamen called anther. Pollen contains microscopic particles called pollen grains. Thus the pollen grains are extremely minute and light particles. The best evidence for the existence and movement of particle in the liquid was given by Robert Brown in 1827. Robert Brown suspended extremely small pollen grains in water. On looking through the microscope, it was found that pollen grains were moving rapidly throughout the water in a very irregular way. It was also observed that warmer the water, faster the pollen grains move on the surface of water. The movement of pollen grains on the surface of water can be explained as follows. Water is made up of tiny particles which are moving very fast. The pollen grains move on the surface of water because they are constantly being hit by the fast moving particles of the water. So, though the water particles are too small to be seen, but their effect on the pollen grains can be seen clearly. The random motion of visible particles, that is pollen grains, caused by much smaller invisible particles of water is an example of Brownian motion. Brownian motion, this is named after the scientist Robert Brown, who first observed this phenomenon. The existence of Brownian motion gave us two conclusions about the nature of matter. First, the matter is made up of tiny particles, and second, that the particles of matter are constantly moving. So let us conclude our lecture here. In this lecture, we have seen the definition of matter, their classification, and the particle nature of matter, that is, matter is made up of small particles. For this, we have seen some evidences based on diffusion and based on Brownian motion. So, thank you.